Hi, this is BB, and short video. But I made a lot of you know I do talk to psychics, so I spoke to a psychic today. I try to get to the bottom of what's happening around me. And I spoke to someone that I've spoken to before who gave me some information back in 2019. And nothing about gang stalking and TIs and outrageous. In fact, some of the stuff they said, I didn't believe any of it, because you look at the couple and you're thinking, huh? They don't look like all this shit was really happening. I mean, okay, the man might have been abusive, but how abusive can you be without seeing her like severely beaten? I mean, it was, psychological abuse. I get that. That's just underneath the hood. You don't see it. That's the worst kind. But I spoke to someone and I was asking, like, why is this happening? What's going on here? Now, remember I said about my head. Right now, right here hurts, and there's a hot, flushed feeling over my ear, here, on my neck. I believe like there's maybe some clot blood in there, like blood clots. Incidentally, my uncle was beaten up in another country, my birth country, about a month ago. He was beaten severely, and I don't know if he knows what happened. He was beaten up, and they found clot blood all over his head, which I believe was what happened. He had it. Somebody beat him up because they want him dead, so they would believe it was the fresh blows, because this has probably been happening to him for a while. These people want to like wipe out. I don't know. I mean, it just seems like too much of a coincidence. Too many coincidences speak of a truth, speak of a pattern, speak of something that's happening. It's a real thing. This is actually the same cousin, the uncle, my cousin, his daughter was the one who received, I mentioned this before in a few videos, maybe a couple of years ago, that she had received actually her son had received a message through Facebook with someone saying, if you tell anybody, I will hack your head. Not hack off your head, hack at your head, but hack your head. I don't know. I'm looking at serious things, patterns. Right now I can smell, it's an odorless gas, but it hits me right here and it squeezes, like, I don't know what it is. She doesn't stop, the woman, she does not stop. The woman there's got to be one woman orchestrating this whole thing. And the boyfriend, but the boyfriend is a colossal coward. He'll stand back. He's nuts. He wants them safe. They'll push the woman under the bus any day of the week. She may be a little obsessive. I think she's obsessed with him, and she's mad at his obsession with me, or so he wants it to appear that way. That's how I see it. Now, I spoke to the psychic, and the psychic is telling me that he described everything that was happening in my head right now. And they're waiting for a heart attack, stroke, or aneurysm. But he's seeing an image of her. Now, I told you this is what happens, and Kevin Christian can back me up on this. You're getting images of different people. Their work on you is like an experiment. So you get the picture of somebody else, and you're seeing they're misleading these psychics. Now, if the FBI do use psychics, guess what's happening to them? They're leading them to all kinds of different people. It's misleading. It's misleading. There's pain right here, right now. That's like, I don't know if that's a threat. It is what it is. It's going to happen anyway, whether I keep my mouth shut or I open my mouth. This is how it works. So, with that being said, he described everything, that they're waiting for an aneurysm or stroke. I don't know who they are. Now, if she's in any type of danger, then she should say something, because my head is reflecting this. See, I used to believe that we had a bond where if I felt something, she felt it. Now, I don't know. Maybe she's going through these symptoms and that's what she's going to want to claim. That we have such a strong bond. I don't think so. I think I got played and set up really badly. But this is hot. It's not warm to the touch, but you can feel the warmness going on in here. I still believe that doing these nanobot things, these nano dispensers, these nanobot dispensers, and because it's coming up. I can smell the chlorine, but like it's almost like it's coming out. It's dispensing the chlorine inside you. I have no idea. Whatever drug they can find, whatever, you know, and because it can be controlled from the outside. Now, I don't know how they're doing this. If it's in your bloodstream, I don't know how it's being done. In your arteries, I don't know how this works. I don't understand. I don't know the specifics of it. Somebody said it stays in your system for 2 years. I don't know, depends on how many doses. So with that being said, it's just amazing because he described everything. But he described it as happening to her because he said the image he sees is of her. That has happened to me too. That has happened. If somebody's using me to say these things, I know that. Of what is possible out here. Because somebody wants the truth told. But they're using me, hiding behind me to flush people out. They're trying to get people to kill me. What you gonna do? Shit happens, right? This is how it works. But anyway, if you do talk to psychics and they're describing something happening, like, and you feel it in your body, but they're describing it happening to somebody else, get yourself physically checked out. I don't want to do an MRI because I have a bad feeling that's not going to be good for me. I'll probably go for another ultrasound. If I feel sick, within today and tomorrow, I'm going to call 911 and get to the ER and have an ultrasound done. I'm not going to put my head in an MRI machine. I'm not going in there. Maybe a CT scan, but that's about as high as I'll go. I'm not going to do that, but I think I'll go with the ultrasound. I don't know what that's going to find, or some x-rays. So with that being said, it's amazing how he described it. Everything, they're waiting for, they feel like it's just any time now, quietly, it's just going to go. Or something is going to explode, or something is going to happen. It's like a big ball there of blood, like a blood clot. Like everything pooled. They have all these metals in there, whatever, and it's pooled to the side. It's pooled right here, and then it just explodes. They're scientists. They're perfecting the perfect way to kill people. Why? I think their lifespans it's too long. I'm sorry, but not the younger generation, but these older ones. If they were as a cutoff point, their asses would have been so glad just to be alive from day to day. They would never do this. They would have been glad to be alive from day to day. They would never do this. They would never do this. But anyway, just wanted to share that with you. That's a bit of news. So if this, I'm going to have it checked out and see what happens.